Hello everyone, this is Amanda and I am so excited to have the printables for our summer recipe or our summer kit for two girls in a kit. You guys really seem to enjoy the last one that we did, and we're taking a little bit of a different approach. Instead of it being a monthly kind of adventure that we're going on, it's more of a, I don't even want to say quarterly, like this is for August and September, and then we're going to have more of a fallish version of the kit coming out, and then of course a very holiday Christmassy kit. But we just wanted to make sure that we could give it our best effort, and this is the way to do it, by breaking it apart and doing a couple months at a time. So here in my hands I have the recipe, I have the mood board, I have the sketch, and I also have the amazing journaling cards that Carrie designed. So we would really appreciate it if you guys would take part. You can join us on Instagram and just do hashtag 2girlsinakit, linking up your projects that you create. And we always have very detailed information on our blogs about all of these printables, where you can find them, how we're using them. And you can find all that information in the description bar below this video. So I'm going to go ahead and get started showing you exactly what we have here. And I hope that you enjoy it and enjoy using it as much as we are, and as much as we are looking forward to using it. So the first thing here in my stack is the recipe. Just like the last time, it has papers, alphabets, embellishments, stamps, mixed media, techniques, and then an optional category. And this time it's a little bit of a smaller kit. We only have 8 pattern papers, and the last time there were, I think, a lot more than that. But we both have a mini album in mind. In fact, when we were discussing this kit, we both, without even having talked to each other before, just started talking about a mini that we had in store. And mine was for our vacation and just kind of our summer adventures that we went on, and hers is a little bit different. So under the optional category, we do have the 4x4 We Are Memory Keepers album, because we're both going to be using that. You don't have to use that. You could use any other mini. You could create your own, or you don't even have to use this as a mini album. This kit would be perfect for regular 12x12 scrapbooking, as well as Project Life, any other pocketed page protector type scrapbooking that you may want to use. This would be perfect, but this is just the direction that we're taking it. So for the papers, we have 8 pattern, 3 cardstock, 2 specialty. Alphabets, 3 alphabets of any variety, so flat, embellished, or dimensional, thickers, whatever you like. Embellishments, we have 10 packs of embellishments, and that can be whatever you want. Stamps, 1 full stamp set, 1 individual or mini set. For mixed media, nail polish and watercolor set. And the reason we say nail polish is because we both want to try marbling, so that's going to be a fun technique to use in this kit. Techniques, paper or photo marbling, watercolor inside a stamp or computer graphic, and to layer a die cut with a photo. And then optional, We Are Memory Keepers album, 4x4 and 2x2 photos and journaling cards, a sewing machine, various page protectors, spray mist, etc. The important thing that I want to stress here is that it's your kit. The reason that this is free is because we aren't packaging things together and sending it to you. This is all about you. It's your interpretation. And I was just sitting down a few minutes ago and starting to go through my stash and pull things together, and I'll be honest, I may have more or less than some of the things on the recipe. But it's just like when you're cooking. It may call for a certain amount and you like a little less or a little more. Make this your kit. We are in no way trying to dictate what you can and cannot use. We want this to reflect you and your personality and who you are as a scrapper. So just have fun, use it as a guide, and pull together something that you're going to be inspired to use over the next 2 months. So just like last time, it comes to a sheet, so you can print it out and cut one out, save it for later, save the other one for later, or we would love it if you shared it with a friend, and maybe you could have kind of a crop and scrapbook together. So that's the recipe. Next is the mood board, and how amazing is this mood board? You have everything, I'll put it up a little bit closer, from this great circular graphic with all the animals and the flowers. There's some purple in there, which we haven't seen in a while in scrapbooking, and we're so excited to have back. Then in the middle here, you've got a very negative space word typography type image for inspiration. You've got some stars, a little umbrella, some watermelon, these ombre mountains down here. It's a great mood board, and if you go to our blogs, and again the links will be in the description below, we actually took each of these images on both of our blogs and used our interpretation. So what inspiration do I find from this image, and how do I see myself using it over the next 2 months? It'd be a great starting point if you're looking at some of these, like perhaps this one, or even this one that displays the colors in the mood board. If you're looking at it and trying to figure out, I wonder what I could do with that, what inspiration I could get, our blogs would be a great place to start, because we took each of the 9 images and did exactly that. So that's the mood board. Great mood board. The next thing is the sketch. And this sketch is different. When I created the sketch, I wanted it to be a jump point for a mini album. We talk a lot about, in the scrapbooking world, about 4x4 photos, 2x2 photos, square images, and how to use them. And you've seen me use them on a 12x12 before. You have seen me in past videos for Project Life actually use them in a Project Life spread. But with my mini album that I'm going to be doing, it's going to be strictly using square photos. And so I wanted to give myself a little bit of a jump start and some inspiration, as well as you. And so what I have are just 4 different pages that you could create, all size 4x4 or 2x2, whatever, and give you an idea of what you could do. So for this one, for example, I put that you could have like a pattern paper background with a 3x3 photo, a little label embellishment up here, and you could even make this a title page or a date overlay, anything that you want. Over here, this was an example for a title, using the colors from the mood board. Have your title going diagonally, and then just some mist or some embellishments scattered about. This one right here is a way that you could use 4 2x2 photos, or if you did 2x2, it would fill up the whole thing, but maybe like 1.5 square photos. And you could put multiple images on one 4x4 canvas, but have kind of a grid, a grid pattern, I guess is the word I'm looking for, and different things that you could do by having pattern paper with flare in the middle, a journaling card, 2 photos. You could do whatever you wanted here. And then the last one is one that I'm personally very excited to try out, and that's to have one 4x4 photo, and then to take a piece of acetate or transparency, whatever you may have, and actually stitch it around the photo and slide some confetti, some sequins or patterned paper, glitter, things inside to kind of make a shaker photo. And that's, I've already got the idea, the photo in my head for what I'm going to do with that one, and I can't wait to try it out. Now, again, this is it's a sketch. It's something for you to try out to use as inspiration. Please do whatever you want with this. Use it, don't use it, share it, don't share it. But I really think that if you're stuck, if you want to try to take this mini album challenge that we're kind of throwing out there, this would be a great place to start. And if you're not into the mini size, if you just scrap 12x12 or 8.5x11, you could still use these. I mean, these are all, if you do 12x12, these are all squares. They're all that square format. So you could take this and just make this maybe 4 5x5 photos, or not use those sizes, or at all. But you could, I guess what I'm getting kind of frazzled. I guess what I'm saying is these don't have to be limited to 4x4. They could be whatever size you want. Just use them the way that you think would inspire you. And then the last thing in my stack here are these absolutely gorgeous and amazing journaling cards that Carrie designed. You have 2 4x4, and then you have 4 2x2. And for me, some of these I'm just going to end up cutting out, maybe embellishing a little bit with a sticker or a flare or a button, and sticking right into a page protector. Others, like this Let's Sleep Under the Stars, this was designed for watercoloring. One of the techniques on the sketch that you saw was to watercolor within an image, and that's why we have these bold letters here for you to get in there and watercolor with whatever watercolors that you choose, whether it's distress inks, paints, watercolors like Peerless, things like that. Same thing down here. You could totally watercolor this image. It's a constellation. You could do that with a sky themed background, and maybe add some glossy accents or something to really make that constellation stand out. So that is all of the free printables for this month's Two Girls in a Kit. And I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that it inspires you to get those summer pictures off your computer and onto your scrapbooking desk and into your scrapbooks. You can find all the printables on our blogs, and I'll have those descriptions below like I've said before. And the next thing that you can look forward to seeing from us to kind of wrap up all of the reveal is our kit reveal, and that should be later on in the week, and then we can start sharing our videos for what we're doing with the kits. So we look forward to hearing from you. Comments make us feel great. Make sure that you're just using it to inspire you, and you're not looking at it as one more hassle in life, because it's not designed to be that way. Love to hear from you, and you guys, I hope you're enjoying the last little bits of summer. I go back to school next week, so wrapping things up here and getting ready for work again full time. But I still am so inspired by your comments and your sweet words, and just the support that this community has for each other. I hope you have a great day. Happy scrapping. Bye.